seeking re-election. Now, Sophia, what do you have to tell us about the Multi-Man and Winterwolf presidential campaign?
The Multi-Man and Winterwolf presidential campaign has in large parts being focused on we know what we're doing, we have experience, we have in some parts gone for a small time frame, and we've a lot of ideas we want to implement. We have been pushing hard for the electricity, we want to help new players. We have actually conducted interviews with prospective voters like Arch and Mumu Matthew, where we ask what priority.
Going to be focusing on, well, the main thing is going to be focusing on the tutorial, getting that new player experience built up to a place that's a lot better for new players, so that way they're not kind of left in the dust as soon as they go through our bare bones tutorial. There are going to be new crafting recipes, utilize custom mob drops to basically kind of boost up the usage of hunters past just killing mobs for money. And then more actual functionality to the realtor world, so it's not just, you know, picking a job to have more than 30 properties. You actually have a job that does something. And then there's also going to be dedicated salaries for ongoing work within the department, so that way we can ensure that our employees are fairly compensated for their work.
Well, that sounds pretty comprehensive, and I look forward to seeing how that would be implemented if your ticket wins, and if your ticket doesn't win, and if the multi-man ticket wins, then I hope you can continue doing an excellent job as the Department of Education Secretary. Now, Alicia Crin, you are currently the incumbent Department of Commerce Secretary, and you are also the Department of Commerce Secretary on both of the multi-man and the Technofeed presidential tickets. Now, what are your thoughts on the multi-man and Winterwolf campaigns, Department of Commerce and economy policies, and what can you tell us also about the Technofeed and Scassany policies regarding the Department of Commerce and the economy?
Overall, I'm quite pleased with Multi-Man Winterwolf's plans for the DOC and the overall economic growth of DC. I think they have a lot of financial people they're working with, particularly in the legislature as well, that I think will help implement the laws we need to set up like proper accounting standards, and as well as property rights, as you mentioned. There will be a big boom to the future of DC when we gradually expand our economic sector and work to improve the financial situation that we currently find ourselves in. Yeah, like in particular audits, we have like a standard procedure we use involving assessing their balances and their income and work out their profit based on that and try and check to make sure everything's okay there. But there's a lot of work that could be done there, and I think Multi-Man and Winterwolf have laid out a good plan to help us reform that.
Now, as you've answered about Multi-Man and Winterwolf's commerce and economy policies, could you provide any inputs on the tech and Scassany ticket?
Yeah, likewise, Tech and Scassany have also indicated that they will help support me in improving the situation of the DOC. In particular, we're trying to make it easier for players to register businesses. As you know, it can be quite tricky to learn all like the Legal Entity Act, all the requirements. So we're trying to reduce barriers to entry there with like templates and guides for people to use. And then also further reduce the time it takes for people to get their businesses registered. They aren't waiting ages for a compliance officer to check for responses. And then we're growing what we publish. Like we aim to do more economic reporting, as well as like a fully developed CPI website that I've been working on. That will hopefully provide a better overview of the economy.
Well, that sounds excellent, and I look forward to the implementation of all of these policies, regardless of the outcome of this election, considering you are currently on both of the leading tickets. Now, it's best not to ignore that there are other tickets that are also running for election. We also have Plura Glasshouse and Super Barentina of the Social Democratic Party, and we also have 12700K and Asexual Dinosaur, and they are also competing to run in this presidential election. Now, considering they are not joined with us on stage, Plura has served in Congress, just like Multiman and Scassany, and whilst they were involved in some controversies while in office, they have bounced around this community, and they are well liked, and they're quite friendly and a funny character. And I look forward to seeing how they would run this country if they were to be elected as president. Now, they haven't really provided that much details on their policies or their cabinet choices, not to what I've observed. The same can be said about the 12700K and Asexual Dinosaur ticket. Now, Dino has publicly endorsed Technofeed's ticket and has also published a lengthy interview with Technofeed, which is definitely worth reading.
Interrupt. Dino is actually here in the audience and is willing to speak.
Really? Well, if he's willing to join us, he's very welcome to join us on stage. I'd rather not talk on his behalf if he's willing to represent himself.
Hello. I wasn't expecting to speak. What's going on, gang?
Hey, welcome.
What am I talking about?
We're talking about you. We're talking about your president. You're going to be running with vice president with 12700K. Can you tell us about your ticket and what your ticket represents?
Oh yeah, our ticket really represents everything you think when you go, wow, I wish Vermin Supreme could exist in Minecraft.
He's a great politician.
We love politics. We need to bring bombs to Alexandria, first and foremost. We need to get secretaries out, full presidency, no democracy. We're going to get the Senate blown up as well. We're only going to keep the House. And, we're going to put our new players in debt. Thank you.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Dino, for your gracious overview of your presidential ticket. Now, does anyone else here on stage have any comments?
I would like to ask Dino. I just joined the campaign server for your ticket, and none of the cabinet picks have been released yet. Do you have any information that you can share with us here?
Yeah, actually, Julia, DOC pick, I think she'll do a great job, even though she may have just been charged with bribery. I think despite that, they'll serve well. Roomba, DCT, of course, who's the other one? Oh, Inza, DOE. I think we were going to make Toad King DOJ. And yeah, the rest of them, we're just going to leave up to chance. Thank you.
I would also like to say something.
Yeah, of course.
I am very much, like you mentioned, a lot of the policies of the Multiman campaign has been talking about, like, we want to reduce murder by making crime fun and not just kill people over and over and over and over and over again. And our policies regarding public inquiry and things like that. And I very much think that those are the core of our campaign. Like we want to make proper communication a key part of the potential second multi-man administration. Not saying we haven't already had that, but more just like one of the biggest focuses of a second administration, because if nobody knows what we are doing, or nobody's able to give feedback, then we might as well just not announce anything and just let people slowly notice that things change. During my time as a Oak Ridge mayor, I myself was very focused on public communication, making both a public questions channel on Oak Ridge server, and we will pretty much be doing similar things with the office hours that we've talked about on the campaign trail. Yeah, I think that's it for now.
Okay. Thank you, Sophia. Sorry to interrupt, but we have only 2 minutes until the polls officially close for the presidential administration. If you haven't voted already, please vote right now. Every vote matters, so get to the polls. You won't find any Pokemon there, though. Sorry to disappoint.
Pokemon, go to the polls.
Now, Tech is also a candidate in a unique position, as I previously said about the multi-man Winterwolf ticket. So Tech has never actually run for public office before. So this will be their first time running for public office. But despite not running for public office, they have a very, very wide background on the server when it comes to experience in the executive. So they have served as vice president twice. They have served as Secretary of Education and Commerce in 2020. They're also Treasurer, Secretary of Justice, Commerce 4 times, Homeland Security, Federal Reserve member, and Secretary of Construction and Transport, and also Secretary of State. And this is across 13 different presidential administrations. So it would be very interesting to see if he gets elected. This will be his first time being elected to office, despite his very vast background. And he is a very intelligent, hardworking, supportive, and funny character, and is beloved by our community. And I hope his wealth of experience under the 13 different presidential administrations, I hope he does well. And the same can be said about Multiman. He's shown himself to be an effective and well-spoken leader. He has been elected recently to Speaker of the House, President of the Senate, and I believe he's commanded the respect of a decent amount of the political scene on this server. And he has a very involved history in departments, just like Tech, particularly in the DHS, where he's contributed a significant amount to the arrests and also as an inspection officer. So he's been keeping our streets safe. And also he's participated within the DOJ as a state prosecutor. He's also been in the DOS as an election manager, the DOC as a compliance officer, and he's also a doctor. And Winterwolf is
I
running
have a very odd setup going on right now. My hair is wet, so I can't use my headphones. So I've got my phone out.
Oh, hey, welcome,
I have the VC on speaker.
Thank you for sharing to our live audience. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Have we done anything? Is anything going on? Did I miss anything?
Yes.
What's happening? Welcome, Raz.
Raz, would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, I went swimming. That's what I was doing.
Thank you, Raz.
Are you looking
Someone
forward
get
to
this guy off
swimming
the
in
stage.
ballots?
No, I can't hear anything. Hold on.
I
Means audio output, I think. Okay. Okay, well, either way, I have to go yet again. This time, I should be right back, okay? I'll be right back here.
take your time.
Thank you for
Okay, so
joining us, Raz.
Yes. The polls have officially closed. Or at least they should have closed around now because they opened exactly 3 days and 2 minutes ago. So hopefully soon we'll hear back from the Department of State where they'll give us the live election count results.
May I speak on this?
Yeah, of course.
Early on, I very much expect to see a lot of techno-feed votes, but like the sorry if I sound nervous. I'm really fucking nervous.
Okay.
But like, I think the multi-man campaign likely isn't going to win our first preferences. So, and from the extensive amount of campaigning I've done, I can very much see this as an election where it comes down to preferences, and so just looking at the raw first preference vote counts isn't going to realistically give away the winner unless it's like one away from a majority. Also, vote, get off stage and stop shooting. We're gonna have you removed if you keep doing this.
Yeah, Sophia, you do raise a good point. Like, I feel the candidates are in this election, particularly the multi-man and techno-feed tickets, they have shown to have quite a strong lead, and they're also, at least from what I've seen of the polls, they were polling pretty close. Well, of course, the results tonight could very much change that, but you're absolutely right. Preferences will certainly have an impact in the outcome of this election, and I look forward to seeing the results. Does anyone else want to talk about it? Talk about this matter?
Sure. We didn't have as much polling this election as we've had in recent elections. The only one that we've had so far, as I remember and was able to find, was the CNN News poll that placed the Technofeed ticket at winning with 48% of the vote. But closely behind that was the multi-man ticket with 44% of respondents to the poll, with the 12,700K ticket in third with 5.6%, and Plura in last with 1.9% of the respondents to the poll. So I definitely think that this is going to be a very close election. And I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yep. So the polls have officially been closed by the Department of State now, and hopefully soon we will see the live results come in, and we will present them to the public.
Tech has a couple moments to speak if you'd like.
Yeah, of course. Tech is free to speak.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Hello. I don't think there's anything else I can add that participants have already said about the polls. There is just one thing, which is the polls are only representative of what I think are our most active players. Like, most of the poll was advertised on our Discord server, right? I'm sure both campaigns have also campaigned to players in game that haven't necessarily joined our Discord or can't join our Discord or just new in general. So I think it will be a close result among our established players. But it's remained to be seen what it would look like on the new player front.
Thank you, Tech.
Vote, get off the stage, get off stage.
Who's on stage? He's not meant to be on the stage.
Yeah, Vogue was flying down with an light again after he had previously been on stage in the shotguns.
Did Matthew want to join us? Maybe Matthew?
He wants us to stand on stage when we speak. So so right now I should be staying right here.
Well, I'd like to clarify on some previous comments that were made about the CNN poll. Now, the pollster has just reached out to me, and they've told me that there is a 3% margin of error on the poll. So, considering that it's not the real CNN, by the way, but considering that the polling is 44% to Multiman and Windwolf and 48% to Technofeed and Skassny, considering that there's a 3% margin of error, the election could go either way. But of course, the official results take precedent because the poll only had 44 respondents.
Yeah.
So it's a very small portion of our electorate, because in previous elections we've had record turnout, especially in 2025. The October 2025 presidential election, I believe, had what was it? Was it 120? Was it 150? Yeah, 150 voters. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it was 58 respondents to the CNN poll, by the way. I apologize for my mistake. Yeah, you can speak again, Sophia.
I like to talk about two things again. There's the first new thing that Tech mentioned, as specifically Skassny knows very well. I have a lot of experience with new players and how they interact with politics. There's very little party loyalty for the first month, so for new players, so they're very much the swing voters who could decide this election. And in regards to the poll, I feel that it is in the margin of error. So it says here a bit earlier in the VC chat. Because I myself don't love polling. I did polling for the June 2025 election, and I very much found that the margin of error could be very large. And
absolutely, I remember seeing your poll.
And
the official results are quite different.
Yeah. To be fair, it was MSMBS. It was the most pro WPR outlet at the time, but awesome. But I do have a lot of confidence in this poll overall compared to most other polls I see on these kind of servers, due to the sheer amount of people who responded. You mentioned it being in the 50s. I've never seen a poll go 30 on any server. That isn't owner sanctioned polls. We have previously gotten these 150 vote totals, but I very much doubt we're gonna see that again. The recent congressional elections here last month showed a roughly 33% decline in turnout over the span of 2 months, and while it won't be as extreme here, I very much don't expect that to be 150 or 140 votes.
Okay, just in, we have confirmation from the DOS that we will have our first batch of official results coming in a couple of minutes.
Ooh.
Now, a couple of people in the audience have indicated that they wanted to ask questions. Rogue408, what is your question for us?
Hello.
Oh, welcome back, Raz. So, Rogue asks, how are the presidential... Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Is there like a separate thing I should be in? Do I just have to hear the live stream?
Just mute the live stream. You're in the, like, the voice chat, right?
Well, I can't hear you guys on the voice chat.
Oh, well, you would probably be dealing with some pretty severe latency issues.
Okay. Right. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I forgot about the whole invite. Hold on.
Can I respond to a Vogue's question?
Yeah, sorry, I'll repeat the question to everyone. So, Rogue asks, how are the presidential candidates going to help the Department of Health?
Oh my god, okay.
Okay. Sorry.
The way... Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Sophia, but we have the first batch of the results coming in.
Oh my god.
Here they come.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue, Sophia. The results will be a minute, apparently.
Yeah, but, the way that the Motorman campaign plans to help the DOH is in some parts further work on vaccines. I know that it's been something that the current government has been working on. I myself am an epidemiologist, and I've been working on the vaccines. And it is one of our priorities for the DOH. It's in fact our very first top DOH policy. We also want to make health more enjoyable by reworking diseases. I myself, again, I'm a doctor, and I see how many people have broken legs. It's a ridiculous proportion of the total amount of diseases contracted, and we plan to reduce the amount of broken legs.
Okay. Hello.
We also want to improve the sprites.
Where do I talk? What? I was told to.
We also want to...
I can't hear anybody on the stage VC and Torton wants to,
you can't hear any of us?
I don't know what's happening. What am I supposed to do?
I think you're best.
Oh my god!
It's best if you try and get your audio issues resolved before you try speaking, because otherwise you're going to be dealing with a lot of latency issues and you'll be talking over other people. Now, regarding the question on the Department of Health, I'd love to hear from the Tech and Scassany campaign on what they plan to do to
I wasn't
help the Department of Health. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You may continue to be here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and on top of this, we also want to reintroduce paramedics. One of the things I often see of new players, which I've seen throughout my many months of helping new players, everyone from Greed to Vaso to...
Sophia, we're sorry to interrupt, but we have our first batch of results.
Oh my god. the same department that runs a hospital sounds a completely separate thing.
The next batch of results will be coming through in the next few minutes. And we now have 11 votes for Technofeed and Skazani. We have 8 votes for Multiman and Windwolf. We have 1 vote for 12700K and Asexual Dinosaur, and we have no votes for Plura and Super Barontina. These are partial results, by the way. Just to clarify. Now, Rogue asks, will wages be increased? Now, does the Tech and Scassini ticket have anything to say about wages?
I think overall, wages in general need to have a good look at to make sure that all departments and all jobs are being compensated fairly. Whether that means increasing pay for the work being done or maybe the overall, pay over 15 minutes. So it's something that we will take a look at overall and get a big picture before we make any decisions on that.
Just to add to that, if I may, we also received some feedback from health department employees and prospective voters directly that a commission-based program might be beneficial. Obviously, as Kasani said, we need to evaluate it on its merits first. But having commissions for side effects created, vaccines made, so on and so forth, will really tie in an activity focused component of payment. But ultimately, this will require us to review what the current state of payment policy is before we make a final decision.
Of course, and of course, wages and department pay were mentioned quite heavily by Sophia earlier, as regards to the Multiman and Winterwolf ticket. Now, do you have anything further to say about department pay and what wages and commission, possibly commission-based work? What would that look like under the Multiman and Winterwolf administration?
I don't know, like it hasn't exactly been the biggest priority of our campaign. We've largely focused in terms of wage increases on the DPA, partially due to me. A lot of the small events aren't competitive with what, as an example, Oak Ridge is paying, and in general, better event wages wouldn't hurt. Therefore, we would want to increase the overall DPA ranges in terms of a commission-based.
Sorry to interrupt, Sophia. We have another batch of election results just in, and we currently have 32 votes for Technofeed and Scassini, 17 votes for Multiman and Winterwolf, 1 vote for 1200K and Asexual Dinosaur, and still 0 votes for Plura and Super Barantina.
Yeah, we wouldn't be opposed to a commission-based wage system, but it isn't something we've really been discussing ahead of time outside of like the DPA. Although it could very much be changed under our administration, but we don't have any specific plans about wage commissions.
Oh, Sorry. Thank you for speaking, Sophia. I'd like to clarify that a candidate needs to reach, I believe is it 85 votes for a majority? 75. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's 85. Okay. Thanks, Gordon. Sorry. Yeah. So it's 85 votes in total to win, and currently the votes are at 32 for Technically and Scarcely, 17 for Multi-Man and Winter Wolf, and 1 for 1200K and Asexual Dinosaur, and 0 for Blur's Ticket. Okay, we have another batch of election results about to come through, and they should be ready in a few minutes. Would anyone else like to speak? I feel like I'm just dominating this this whole event. I don't want to do that.
I think what's interesting is that we're seeing exactly what we predicted earlier with the tech ticket taking the lead early on. And it's interesting to see, will the tech ticket maintain this momentum as more votes get counted, or will, as Sophia suggested earlier, will it start to level out?
I'm not exactly can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly optimistic with the current counts. I'm really
By the way,
not optimistic.
Sophia, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're gonna have a batch of results about to come through in a minute. Okay. Yeah. Can you send them, Totten? So currently we have 38 votes in total for Tech and Skasny. We have 21 votes for Multi-Man and Winterwolf, and we're still at 1 vote for 1200K, and still 0 votes for Plurus Ticket. Would you like to continue, Sophia? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Don't worry, the little poll was just a joke, but we are very much we can very much still recover if we are very lucky, but I'm far from optimistic. Right now, I don't expect us to win, to say it lightly. But at the very least, this has been a very fun election campaign.
Oh, hey, now is not the time to admit defeat. I mean, the full results have not come through yet. These are just partial results, and I'd like to just clarify that for the audience.
I'm too that it's we did have a lot more success in the later campaigning, but we aren't going to it's very hard to overturn a 2-1 lead early on. That is very hard to defeat. Yeah.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak on the results so far?
If you don't mind me asking, has the DOF published how they're doing the gradual results, or is it quite literally they just tell you the results? That's what you put up.
I believe sorry, I'm getting distracted by the gunfight in game. The results are being released in batches to Torton, who is currently organizing the stream, and he is relaying that information to me. That was, I believe, it was arranged in a Department of State ticket. I believe that's the current arrangement. Okay. But the full results will be out soon. As an election manager, I can see the results. I'm not going to share the full results just yet until they're officially being confirmed, but they are currently being counted. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got some new results from Torton. I'm ready, by the way. So we have 60 votes for Tech and Skasny, 37 votes for Multi-Man and Winterwolf, and 1 vote for 1200K, and 2 votes for Plura.
Plura pulling
what
ahead.
An upset for the Plura ticket to have doubled, not even, More than
Well,
doubled.
they went from 0 to 2.
I know I can't officially concede, but we might as well concede right now. Yeah, Waterman just conceded. Waterman just conceded. Waterman just conceded the election.
Really? Where was this conceded?
Gov announcement. Gov announcement.
Oh. Okay.
Before the. Huh?
He conceded the election.
Would you mind if I read out the exact message?
Read
Yeah,
it
of
out.
course. Feel free to.
Okay. From government announcements, Multiman said, "Congratulations to James Flesher and Skasani Contour on a hard-fought campaign. They have given so much to this server, and the way that early vote counts are coming in, the result is obvious. It's time for him to take the reins come February 15th and to work toward making Redmont a better place. This is not the result I wanted, but it is the result the people have demanded. My most sincere congratulations to Technofeed and Skasani. May they serve Redmont well going forward." And that was Multiman's announcement.
I think that's an interesting sign.
Well, considering we don't have the official results, but considering the partial results that we've received have given quite a decent majority to the TextCast ticket, and considering that he's conceded the election, I guess we have a winner, but it's not been officially confirmed by the Department of State. There's no full vote count yet, so I don't know if I can say that with confidence.
Does the DOS have an official policy for concessions like this?
I'm not entirely sure, actually, because we never really had. Actually, no, I think have we had concessions in the past during live presidential results?
I don't
I'm
think
not too
so.
sure.
No, not until now.
Not until now. Well, I guess we're setting a precedent. Okay. We got some new results.
Well, congrats to the president-elect. I wish him luck.
Yeah.
I still think it's worth seeing the final results, don't you guys?
Yes. Well, they're going to be shared in a couple of seconds.
No.
Well, I don't know about the full. I don't know if they're the. Are they the full results? Hold on. Sorry. Okay, that makes sense apparently. So we have.
God.
So these are also partial results, but we have 83 votes for Tech and Skas, 52 votes for Multiman and Winterwolf, 1 vote for 12700K, and 4 votes for Plura and Super Barentina.
It's fucking Joe.
Okay. Can you provide the final update? Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Considering that Sophia has already commented on the results so far, what do you have to say about the results so far, Tech? This is your first election.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the turn of events to be so quick, but I will say I think it's a testament to our hard work from our campaign team so far. I mean, far out, we've definitely reached out to more than 100 players one-on-one and had the conversation about what they want to see is best for Redmont. And we're still waiting on the final results, obviously. So we'll see how close the margin it is. But it's a very promising.
This is a bigger margin than the election Pepe won against Meza.
Pretty much everything is said as well. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Okay, so the final count is about to be released. Could you?
It's Joe.
Oh wow.
Sorry. Give a few minutes for Torden to share the results. His internet's had issues this evening, but it's not his fault. He's doing a great job, and I wouldn't be here without him organizing this event.
unrelated, but I'm just watching politics, and it seems like the more anticipated event is to see if Omega Bible will crash out. So
The DOS has
Well,
officially called it.
Who
Tech
are
has-
bets
Oh,
on
the
the
final result. The final result is
lost.
now released, and we have 105
won.
votes for Technofeed and Skasny. We have 52 votes for Multiman and Winterwolf. 2 votes for 12700K, and 4 votes for Blura. Congratulations, Tech, on becoming the 27th president of Redmond, and congratulations, Skasny, for becoming the I forgot, lost count of vice presidents, but you're now vice president, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats. I know what else to say. This was a blowout. I didn't on some level expected Tech to win. But like I didn't. Oh my god, yeah, I should probably go sleep now. Good night.
Oh, take care,
Thank
Spirit. It's
you
been
for
wonderful
joining
having you
us.
on stage with us.
Yeah, I've stayed awake extremely long for the past few nights, so good night.
Take care. See you. Tech, do you have a speech to give us, maybe?
I don't have anything prepared, so this will be very much.
At this point, I'm just going to be using the
Do
link
it
in the stream.
freestyle, like Diggy probably would. I don't know if he was here.
Yeah, this will be freestyle. I mean, look, first and foremost, I'd just like to thank Multi and Woodtable and his campaign manager, Sophia, for what was a very, very hotly contested campaign. I mean, look, the results may show one thing, but on the ground, I had cases where I've messaging one player and Sophia already messaged them. That was not a one-off case. I think that was quite common among the new players. Multi put forward a very ambitious campaign, so did we. And really, the thanks at the end goes out to our voters, to our campaign staff especially, for the hard work they've done in achieving what has been an incredible result. For our voters, thank you once again for your support. I'm overblown, honestly overjoyed, and really humbled to have got this mandate. And I understand there's going to be people in the audience, people who didn't vote for us. And I hope that with time we can show you that we're a candidate that's not only just for our supporters, but also for all of Redmond. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tech, and congratulations on being elected to the
Great
office of
speech,
president.
Technified.
And, Raz, hello. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be using the live stream's delay because at this point, like, I can't get it to work. I just can't hear anything.
Hey, I mean, we all appreciate you being here, and like take your time with the responses. Do you have anything to say about the election results, Raz?
Yeah. Thank you. I think the election results are, I think the election results really show the dynamics of Redmont. It's always been well known that the WPR has held a majority in the voting power, but I don't think that's really what we're seeing here. I think we're seeing just the player base as a whole really, supporting the sort of, I guess you could say more well-known candidate, but really boiling this down to anything is just generalizing. I feel like both candidates really put in their all, and it could have gone either way. And either candidate was an amazing option. Congratulations to Technified.
I just wanted to comment on the very impressive turnout in this election. So we have a total of 168 votes, which is, I believe, is a increase since the
I think
previous
that's on par with the
October
last election we had, wasn't it? Like the last president?
yeah, I believe so. I think the last election had had over 150 votes. I'll double check the forums because I don't have the forums up right
October
now.
was 151 total votes. So this is an increase by 17 votes.
Yeah. That's impressive considering that it's over 150 people.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just because we've had a couple new players join the game. I think that's why it's increased by 17.
Yeah, we have had a small, I don't know if it's a wave of joins, but I've noticed a lot of newer player joins recently, and both campaigns have definitely, you know, they've spent a huge amount of time around Spawn convincing the newer players to vote. I've noticed if you look at the playtime of Multiman and Tech, you can get a sense of the dedication of the contestants in the election when it comes to campaigning.
Yeah, it's definitely true that this term, Technophyte's term, or even if Multiman won, that this will have a big influence on new players moving in, and you know this could draw in a lot of new players with the new president. Maybe more than previous terms, even.
Hmm. Does anyone else have any comments to say about the outcome of the election and what they hope to see in the Technofeed and Skasani administration? Anyone?
I just hope that whatever happens, you know, it's for the better of Redmont. But I believe both candidates would have done that, and I fully trust Technified and Multiman with the position. And since Technified won, I trust him with the president.
I'd like to interrupt here. I believe Multiman actually is requesting to speak.
Yeah, he's free to join. Who is? Oh, Sophia was managing the stage. Tech, you're an admin.
I'm off. I can do that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to speak and give my biggest congratulations to Tech and Scass. They have poured their heart and soul into the server. Tech for going on now 6 years, Scass over the past year. And I think that this is a result that is in many ways expected, but is also in many ways a reflection, I think, of how the community views all the work and the effort and the dedication and the insane hours that you guys put into the game. And I think that this is something that we should all keep in mind, that hard work is rewarded, and that people do get recognition in ways that they should. And they ran a great campaign. They ran a great ground game. They sort of outfoxed us. We had an early lead. They threw something together very quickly and managed to do very well. So I think that is a wonderful thing for them. Obviously, I'm disappointed in the result, but I do trust Tech. And I believe he'll be good to lead the Commonwealth forward over the next 4 months. So my congratulations go out to Tech and Scass, and wish you the best of luck. And let me know if there's anything you'd like my help with during the transition period. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking, Multiman.
It's a great speech.
I'd like to comment on with Multiman's speech. I think that really embodies the very good-natured campaign season we've had for this election, with, of course, Tech and Multiman having agreed to not running any smear campaigns on each other. I think this has been a very positive election season, and I think that's really contributed to how I hope I'm not speaking for anybody when I say this, but I'm attempting to speak for everyone when I say this. I mean that I think most people would agree that regardless of who won, that they're at least a little happy. And I think the positivity from both candidates with regards to the results and the campaign period as a whole is a big contributor to that.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with you. Like this campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like this campaign has been the most positive I have ever engaged with. Like there's been no smear campaigns. I don't know if any of you have. I joined in May 2025, so I'm still quite new to the server. But of course, like many election campaigns in the past have been hotly contested. We've had some candidates even just full on unrecognize the results of the elections and refuse to believe that they are real. So I am very happy to see that everyone has engaged in this presidential debate and campaign with integrity and respect and honesty, and I'm happy to see the outcome as well. And I hope that everyone here is looking forward to the tech and scarcity administration. Now I'm just wondering when the inauguration will take place, and I hope that's organized with you guys.
Yeah. I think that to an extent, like competitive sort of campaigning, campaigning against each other can be necessary in some instances. It can be fun, but as long as it's friendly, sort of a friendly competition between each other, and a game and have fun, and the lack of a competitive, sort of advertising war, really shows a new era, I guess you could say, of campaigning in Redmont, where candidates won't be taking jabs at each other as much. They'll be friendly with each other and being nice to each other, because that's what the people want.
We just had thank you, Raz, for your wonderful comments. We've just had a press release from our Senator Armeslap, and he has congratulated the President-elect Technovid and Vice President-elect Skazny on their hard-fought campaign, and he looks forward to working with the upcoming administration on key issues such as journalism, new player loans, Alexandria, and judiciary reform. And he gives his thanks to President Multiman for their year-long dedication and commitment to the server. You've served us proud, and I'm proud to have been part of your campaign and want to call you my friend. Does anyone else on stage here want to give their congratulations to Tech and Scas directly?
That's lovely.
Yes, congratulations, Tech and Scas. I wish you both well on the upcoming term.
Congratulations. I voted for you.
You didn't vote for your own ticket?
No, neither me or 700K voted for ourselves. Actually, those two votes, I don't know who they are. God bless them, but they're not us.
That's fascinating.
It's okay, Dino. I voted for your ticket as third choice, but I did vote for it.
Oh, well, thank you. That means
have faith in yourself as a presidential candidate.
I would usually, but this time I just don't know if I could bomb Alexandria. I don't know if I could bring myself to that.
Don't worry, Virtue has you covered.
I think it's best that we wrap up the stream. I would like to thank absolutely everyone that has participated in the presidential election by voting, and I also want to thank all of the wonderful attendees that we currently have on stage. And I want to give the thanks to everyone also watching the stream. And thank you for everyone that's helped organize the event, and the DOS, of course, for counting our ballots and announcing the results. and I wish everyone a wonderful night or day, wherever you're from. And we will see you at the well, at least here at TPA News, we'll see you
Everyone,
at the
thank you for watching
inauguration.
and all that.
Thank you for having us.